We are now off to the races in one of the most fast-paced sets of our top 8. The foot race begins.
Perfect song, by the way.
You're on some stuff tonight.
Yeah, no, honestly, for real. It's just you have to think about the pacing of the match and then the songs that they play, how it goes in tune with the match.
I think it definitely influences them too. Is it's influencing Mute to get those machine gun blows. 89% onto Sonix. He's got to find a way back up onto stage, but does just get that ledge drop jump air dodge to get through him. Mute can't quite get into position to punish. But he's got a massive lead already. This is not what I was expecting this to start out like. Sonix might be dead here before too much longer.
No, Muteace is locked in. Get ready for the race.
Oh, but the homing attack back air. Whoa. Inches away from death. And Sonix still looking to steal the stock away.
Hold up now. Goes for the high recovery with the side B.
One other thing, too, that I forgot until I just read it in chat. Sonix lost to Umeki at Genesis.
Yes.
There is recent good VOD footage for Muteace to study of a good Peach player, Daisy in Umeki's case, winning in this matchup versus this player. Sonix got to be careful.
That was streamed on Gak's channel too, by the way.
Shout out Gakt.
Gak the GOAT. He had put on a winking face earlier too, by the way, here in the situation. Wasn't able to get much off
Somebody
of it.
in chat, do me a favor and
on
take
turn of
the
RNG
Kurnops,
pools. Yeah, right. Nice dash back into dash grab.
And you know, despite the opening from Muteace, Sonix not just takes the percent lead, but also draws first blood, takes the first stock there with a back throw or back air on Muteace's getup, and now Mute's got to fight back from the corner, not just figuratively, but literally. He gets pushed back there onto that platform. He really wants this landing there.
Oh, wow, he chased him all the way down below, too. He knew he was going to try to hang out by the side of the ledge. Oh, these rising up airs. So the rising nair just to get some extra damage in. A little footstool, too. Okay.
There's a phantom, so I don't even think it helped him that much. And, okay, Sonix definitely knows the vibes in this case. He's just going to go back underneath these platforms, restrict Peach's options to go at him, but Mute does have a Stitch face in hand, and he's going to get the kill with it. Both of those would have killed, mind you.
It's got a checkmate. Nice wait and shield. He still dropped it on him. He still got the free 28%.
And even more, he's going to combo that up air into a fair. Muteace is taking the percentage lead once again, and he's going to try and keep piling it on. These dares at ledge are so good, the long lingering hitbox, but Sonix is just going to get around it by aggressing horizontally with the homing attack instead.
Wow, off that parry there too. That could have been real nice, but his shield was looking very small too, so he really had no other choice.
Sonix just opting to cancel that charge instead. Now that Muteace is taking the percent lead, though, Sonix has to be the aggressor. The onus of approach is on him, and there's a bomb! But, okay, I thought Mute was about to blow himself up.
The weight right there, too. I was looking at Sonix and his positioning by the stage in that case.
One of my favorite sets of all time in Smash was the first Infinity Con post-quarantine. It was Muteace versus Ned. Mute pulled a bomb, and Ned just Sephiroth side beat immediately, and Mute
blew
died.
It up, yep.
Yeah.
I remember that. It's a throwback.
It was one of the funniest kills I've seen.
Nice nair.
That one, nothing funny about the nair.
Not gonna be able to take that stock. It was also very scary too, because there was a situation where he could have actually tech chased underneath the platform to get that stock earlier, but was able to get it that time around there too.
And again, now that Sonix has to be the one going in, he is at the mercy of Muteace's defensive wall, one of his best features as a player. Like, everybody talks about, you know, the Muteace combos when he gets into advantage, the turnip trains and the like, but it's so hard to hit this guy when he doesn't want to let you.
Ooh, nice. Air judging right through the up air. No sharking here.
Look at me just playing this mid-range away from Sonix. Not letting him have the time to charge any spins, not letting him have the time to reset. But Sonix does finally get in with that spin charge into a fair. That's going to take the stock and only 33% of extra credit.
See if it's enough right now. He is going to be able to start racking up some more of that percent. Beautiful, another second grab here on the platform.
Oh, the stage spike! Okay, Muteace isn't able to get into position to get the nair, but if he had gotten down there to nair that, he's going to be able to back air off the whiffed homing attack. It's looking like this might all be coming up Mute.
And it went all the way around town to get onto the other side of that stage.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Muteace is
get
on the right side,
from me.
get to the left. Got to find some way back on. Mute just lets him. No pop of anything there.
He's gonna wait. See if he has a chance to pull up the turnip and still gets punished.
Sonix not out of the game yet.
Or that switch
145
that
on
we're
him.
talking about, by the way, when it comes to Sonix and what he needs to do. Look at the way, look at the way. With the music queuing up all over again, perfect timing, goes in for the back
It's
air.
perfect timing for Sonix to maybe steal this game away. Mute's got to find some way off the ledge. Sonix tries for the Hypno Fist F smash. Muteace just a little bit too far away, so it's not going to work out for him. Mute gets the shield up in time for the spin charge, and dash attack, it will never kill. Never trust a kill screen on a dash attack. I've seen people live at 200 to that.
It was the standing for me right there in that case for Muteace.
No
Very
way!
scary.
Sonix
Oh,
in perfect position and doesn't pull the trigger. Muteace gets back on stage, a second dash attack, a second kill screen, and a second failure to end this game.
And the back air hitting the weak spot here too.
Catches the turnip, a third one, and this one does it. Muteace barely gets away with murder.
3 times the charm. 3 times the charm on the dash attack. Yes, he did indeed win that first game, but I'm sorry. There was spaghetti all over the floor for both these players there at the end.
Had to pick it up.
What a mess.
It's Muteace that busts out the mop first. Dinner is saved, Vicky. I cannot believe that that's how game 1 went after we were locking ourselves in for maybe a very different kind of set.
Well, you know, you did hint at something that we saw it play into fruition for that first game. You know, at
One
one
stitch
point,
and one bomb on.
It's the stitch, the bomb, but it's the turnip, right? You're cycling through these turnips, and in that case, when you're Sonix, you don't want to take what that 28 free percent that the stitch phase that lands on you. That's it. That's free damage.
It did get Muteace one of the stocks in that game too. It wasn't just free damage; it was the second stock. And Mute was able to recycle that turnip too to, like you said, get that extra damage once Sonix came off the Angel platform. It's the dangerous game that you have to play when you want to slow roll Peach. Sure, you're going to play the timer. Sure, you're going to spend some time, and maybe, especially if you have the lead like Sonix did at points, she's just going to farm.
Keep pulling them out.
Clock into work.
All right. Let's get it going. Game number 2.
We go to game number 2. PS2 is the choice of Sonix using his counter pick to take us to a larger stage. Wants a little bit more horizontal room to work with, and he's already doing some work with that. I talked about clocking into the farms, but Sonix is clocked into the mines.
Muteace's actual spacing is beautiful. The way that he's also avoiding a lot of these back air attempts, his Spheres too, just trying to move them all the way horizontally on the other side of the stage, has just been fantastic.
And look at this, Sonix untouched. And still yet to take a single percent of damage. Muteace finally gets that hit of the dare, and it's not enough to get him out of disadvantage as Sonix connects with another back air. Jab 1, 2, 3 pushes him into the corner, and Sonix continues to chase, but for once, finally, we reset to neutral, and Muteace gets to play the game for a little bit longer on this first stock. Nope.
Wow, well, maybe not for that much longer there. Only did 6% that entire first stock here. Tries to get the string going, though. Dash attack is going to connect. Now this is the second one.
Oh, Muteace getting a little bit scared there with the spot dodge after the turnip pluck, but now has that interaction locked into his memory stores. Maybe next time we'll pop the grab instead of the spot dodge. Only time will tell.
Well, this is a scary situation for Mute, because now you have Sonix that has a whole stock lead. Now you're forced to play at his pace.
Welcome back to it. Spending some time in the scenic wilderness is Sonix here.
Has no issue just waiting
And honestly,
patiently.
what does Mute do here? Like, sure, you do get time to go pluck turnips, but you do have to worry about getting spun into when you take that time. And now that Sonix has the lead, what does Peach do to get in?
You also risk taking even more percentage at that point too, right? Because Sonix has no issue trying to cross in that distance so that way he could get that punish off the turnip pool.
Did catch Sonix getting a little bit lax with his landings there, so the up air drag down got Mute a little bit of damage, but he's unable to convert it into anything more. He doesn't have float, but the parasol is just barely enough to get him back up to the stage.
Nice, avoids that grab, jumping, just landing with the nair. And then he's trying to cycle through.
Also trying to snipe Sonix out there too. Can't discount the pain that a turnip to the jaw off stage brings. A great opportunity for Mute, but he's just not quite quick enough on the uptake. And really, who is there? You had a split second to react to the whiffed homing attack.
Oh, he is slippery. The spring's not going to be able to hit him either. He's going to be able to get right onto the ledge, and the nair is just going to be enough. But you've already taken 146 here on that second stock.
I was about to say it's just rage, but never mind. Sonix just killed him immediately. Now they both have a turnip, and one of the other things that we didn't get the chance to mention yet, it's really hard to get Sonic to drop an item. He can hold onto it forever if he wants to, because spin doesn't require a Z-drop catch.
Nice. Must be nice.
Yippee.
Oh, tries to clip him with a down air here. He
I love
cannot
it
find these hits.
when top players do this thing where like they have a really close game one, they lose, and then they lock in and just eviscerate the opponent in game number 2.
And I try it differently with a bit of different scenery here and music, by the way.
We need to bring back Tetris.
Oh. Reset on the platform here, too. I cannot land on him like that with the back air.
Surprise, Vicky, 73%.
Already.
Boo.
It's a lot of these hits, too, that he's just getting away with. Nice. Finally slapping him back with the fair.
Ooh, the fair does connect. Sonix, though, tosses out a fair of his own to clank through that turnip, and it's such a valuable tool off stage. Doesn't really risk anything by throwing out that fair, and it keeps him safe from turnips. Yes, please.
Wow. Misses out on the grab, even though he was right in front of them there. Icky face with some extra damage. Doesn't get a follow-up, though.
Just spin-a-rooney. 4? Give me another couple nairs.
They're going all the way around town.
Oh, okay.
Nice
Muteace
answer.
does get the counter hit nair instead of Sonix connecting with the up air off of the spring. And Mute brings us to last stock. Is that a Stitch?
Yes, it is.
I can't tell still.
Yeah, it's a Stitch.
Okay,
but
he
can't
doesn't
even
get to
use it.
Sonix saw that Stitch too and was like, no, no, no.
I mean, it was like, what, 2 minutes, 25 seconds on the board? He would have had enough time if he was really scared just to wait if he really wanted to.
I would not have given Mute that chance. If you have the opportunity to kill him, do it.
Do it.
Because he might kill you instead.
Especially when he's cycling through, you just got that Stitch face. Tying this up and changing exactly what we had witnessed in game number 1 now into game number 2, switching things up for us.
Mute's got a very pensive look on his face, too. He's either heavily considering the music choice. I think he was heavily considering the music choice.
There you go, there you go.
Kicked onto it right as... You can't see it, but Vicky is dancing right now.
I appreciate the effort when players really try to lock in with the game music.
Yeah, it definitely helps, and I love the certain players who have like their song to lock in on, you know, like Mars with Valedictory Elegy. It's very nice to like have that like extra layer, and I think it's kind of cool.
Tekken music goes hard.
Tekken music does. Heat Haze Shadow is my game 3, game 5 music.
All right, we locking in now.
Back on Small Battlefield as well. This is the stage that Muteace won game number 1 on. It feels like so long ago. A 5-minute game, Vicky.
Yeah, but you know, honestly, just looking at the cadence of it, didn't really feel too long just looking at what was happening and transpiring. Especially with the way that Sonix have tried to flip the script. I said switch, but switch also works here too with the way that he's been able to turn it on.
Switch, anything you want to flip.
Because it's starting out the very same way that we saw for that game 2, at least for now, but not losing out on his stock this time around, is able to answer back.
Sonix having to up B high, gets the air dodge too. Sonic air dodge, can we like talk about like all the other stuff that this character has? He's also got a frame 2 air dodge, by the way, that goes so far directionally.
You don't have to make me more upset, it's okay.
Got everything, man.
Talk about how the fact he's pulled out another Stitch face. Wait and see how he could use it all, but he doesn't even get the chance. So eager to see if he can make a play with it. Instead, falls and loses out on that first stock.
And it's exactly what you were talking about a second ago, Vicky. Sonix has the option to run away when Mute pulls a scary turnip, but instead he's just like, no, I will kill.
Now you got the whole stock lead here too. And you're still racking up enough of this damage percent.
Oh, weird trade. Side B to homing attack. Booty bump does not come out successful, though.
I thought he was going to go for the grab right there, too, when he stopped from the float.
You know what Mute hasn't done much of at all, Vicky? Grab. He's letting Sonix get away with shield for a lot of
the
this
last
set.
2 times he tried to go for a grab right in front of me, it just whiffed. So maybe that could just be something in his head at the moment, but I'm expecting that we could possibly see it here.
Got to find some way to take this stock, though, before Sonix takes another. He's positioning himself for it beautifully, but okay, the Parasol does save Mute for at least a moment.
Oh, nice. Wow. Parasol just being able to hit him. Jumping away out of position. That was a little scary right there, too.
Sonix getting custom with it right now. Maybe a little too good. No, Mr. Saturn!
And nope, he does not want that right now.
He's so cute, though.
Not cute enough. Now these backers come through, and still a stock lead here for Sonix.
Cuteness doesn't win championships.
Exactly.
Lock in.
The fire and flames instead now.
Well, Mute getting put in the forge. I don't know if it'll be his crucible, though, because it might just destroy him. Finds a way back up on the stage, gets the side B out, too, for a little bit more damage. But every second that goes by, Sonix just makes it worse.
All the way. Nice rising nair. Does not catch him with the fair. Uses that platform just to reset instead. We bump this time here with the back air.
Sonix so good at, first of all, that footstool down smash!
No way! And what he wanted to do was ledge trump into back air.
I was about to give Sonix a ton of credit for drifting so far to the right to get underneath stage so that Muteace couldn't snipe him with the turnip. Sure, that was really smart, a really good player moment, and then Sonix immediately overshadowed himself.
Honestly, the most upsetting part is when you have a plan thought out, you're in the process. We've all been there, right? When you're playing, you have a billion things that you are planning out and mapping out on doing. Your hands work finally in tune with your brain, and the moment you start going for something, that happens.
No plan survives first contact with the enemy, Vicky. And
That
that
is
one
crazy.
certainly got ripped up and put into the shredder. Classified documents up in here. Muteace has one more chance to push us to a game 5. And Sonix is not going to give him many chances to win neutral.
You see the way that Sonix is waiting for Mute to commit to the first button. Oh, okay. Nice little wait there too. Again, doesn't go for the grab like you were talking about. Instead, trying to space out with the down tilt.
Turn up toss again, but look at that, Sonix. Like I was talking about, going so far underneath the stage that he's going to hug that ledge and get to the point where he's shielded by the top, by the ledge that the turnip can't get him.
Oh, wait. Straight up spacing and neutral right here too. You want to inch closer, you can take one of these with a fair.
One other thing though that we didn't really mention earlier, Sonix, like the VOD reviewer guy, whenever he loses a set, he will immediately make sure he doesn't lose the same way twice. And so I know after he lost to Umeki at Genesis, that VOD has like at least 50 views on it, you know, on the Genesis channel, and they're all Sonix.
He's exposing himself out here. Making sure it never happens again. So he's one of the best.
Gets to this point for a reason, but Mute, for the moment,
Nice.
doesn't
That was
quite
beautiful.
get the stock.
Doesn't get the stock just yet, but just in general, the way that Mute is playing this game, in terms of his positioning and his spacing, is real beautiful. Look at this, just waiting for Sonix to be the one to commit first, but then Sonix at the same time is dashing back because he's trying to punish Muteace moving forward.
Sonix trying to frame trap him a couple of times here too, but Peach air dodge a little bit far enough. Can't quite get it. Oh, and spin charges straight through into the nair. Mute's in trouble here, but he uses the turnip and recatches it too after the toss.
Oh.
He really wants to mix Sonix into dropping his shield early.
I thought he wanted to go for a back air right there too after he whiffed out on the forward smash.
Mute is so mysterious. He's ambiguous. Got to find some way to take this stock though as Sonix starts creeping his way towards 200%. And I don't know if the bomb helped him.
He put a bomb into Stitch face.
Can I have your luck, Mute, please?
He's got to play his hand to the lottery or something. That's crazy with the way his turnip RNG works. Not too surprised, right? It's Mute, and now he's got the stock lead.
Sonix does not want to deal with this. Look at him. He's just spin dashing from platform to platform. Like, stay over there, nuclear bomb.
Oh, the way he was waiting.
That
the
was
way
a
he tried
prime
to.
opportunity.
Yep. He's waiting to convert again.
Run.
Can't keep that shield fresh forever. Oh, that Nair actually hitting him. It's the down air. Misses out on the Stitch face, 28% opportunity.
After all that, Stitch didn't even get a hit. Mute refuses to use bomb, refuses to use Mr. Saturn. Stitch face got thrown away. It's like winning a scratch ticket and then throwing it in the trash, man.
Jerry, you keep a look on that timer too, by the way.
Yeah, 3:30 on it as both of them now. Mute joining Sonix on his second stock. I think this absolutely goes to time unless something wild happens, Vicky.
Let's see where it takes us, you know. Talk about some more extra percent now. Rising up there. Ooh, jumps right out of position.
Mute's so good at using those floats defensively, though. It's hard to catch him up high. Sonix used to getting those big nair kills or those big up air kills off of the spring. Mute just not giving it to him, but Mute giving him a whole host of other opportunities to kill him with. 98 on him now.
Well, he's got to be the one to try to find some of these hits in now. You're at 2 minutes, 50 seconds. There you go, into the fair. Sonix going all the way around town. All the time it takes.
Ferdinand Magellan circumnavigating the globe. He might die here.
Oh,
Catches
wow,
the turnip.
nice catch.
The one scary thing, though, and I think Mute definitely tried to take advantage of it there, when you have turnip in hand, you can't catch a second turnip. Didn't quite hit him with the second one, though.
Ooh,
good check.
He's got answers for days. Whether it be off the tech,
boing.
being able to use their fair to negate the turnip, to grab it.
2:17 left. Oh, and down goes Muteace. Sonix now, pitch a tent, run away. Otherwise, you might get back aired. Machine Gun Mute taking aim in the corner. Not quite able to get the fair. Sonix doing a really good job of whiff punishing, too, in addition to playing this spacing game. Whenever Mute does get aggressive, Sonix is there to get a couple percent.
Wow, all
right,
the boost
he's
between the
alive.
up air to the back air.
And he clanks out the turnip, too, with Baron. Mute tries for dash attack there, but does get trampled by the spin dash.
It's actually crazy how Sonic actually has rocks in his shoes. He lives forever. 164% too.
It's a momentum thing, I believe.
The winky face.
Oh.
Enough to send him horizontally here. Tries it again.
He
Has
catches.
another catch.
But finally, Muteace does get the nair as they float back to that side. And Sonix, he's fully aware of the timer situation. Waited that extra couple seconds on the Angel platform. Every moment worth its weight in gold.
Oh, wow. Catching him on his way down with the down air.
I'm so used to seeing Muteace convert off of those like single random turnip hits. I get scared every time, but I think it's Mute who has to be scared here as Sonix only needs a couple more hits to send him to the loser's bracket. Goes low, wastes a couple more seconds, whiffed grab, turnip train, but he gets shield out. Okay.
He immediately tried to air dodge on top of that platform there too. He was like, I am out of there.
No, no, no. And the high air. Muteace gets caught by it, gets sent to loser's bracket. He will face off against Mars in what's sure to be a classic set, and Sonix goes where I think we all knew he would be.